are things within the C file that you can request much, much, much faster. I've seen a rating code sheet come back in 2 days. I've also seen it come back in 30 days. Okay. So there's really no rhyme or reason. It's definitely dependent on your regional office. And that's a whole other topic on how regional offices just kind of do whatever they want. I mean, that would be the easiest way to explain it. But the rating code sheet, and this one has a very specific reason on why you would want that. Jason, you had brought it up, so I'm going to kick this to you. But when it comes to static and non-static conditions that are in the rating code sheet, why would a veteran even want to know if their conditions are static or non-static? And it will say non-static in there.
Yeah. So I'll try to say this as non-nuancy as possible, which is always a funny situation. Things that seem so cut and dry are still need like explanation. So for those of you out there that go, man, you talk a lot. I talk a lot because you may already understand most of this or all of it. To somebody who's never heard this before, they are saying thank you. So just remember that. I'm not doing it to just hear myself. Believe me.
There's a veteran born every single day. Every single day someone gets out of the military. So
that's right. Probably even more than one, Clay.
Oh, it's thousands. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say. So all right. So why do you want to know? The obvious answer is, well, in order to be 100%, you need to have all your conditions static. Most of that information's out there now, thanks to people like us pushing out the fact that that's what makes you permanent and total. What if you're not going to be permanent and total ever? What if you're never going to be 100%? Why is it so important? Because of that whole fear factor thing out there about poking the bear, right? The chances of the VA really giving anything about your condition that's static is this much. The VA has given up. It's the VA's verbiage of, we've given up on you with that condition. It's never going to get any better. And it's so much so not going to get better that it's probably going to get worse. And oh, by the way, we're never going to have a future exam for that condition, which means that if they don't have a future exam, they're not going to have the information needed to reduce you. I hope that makes sense. So in order to reduce you, they have to have the burden of proof that your condition has gotten better, right? And in some cases, like after the 5-year period, it needs to be substantially better, but not just one kind of visit, but like multiple visits in order to really solidify the fact that you're magically healed. So the big piece here, I think, when you talk about static and non-static conditions is, what does that mean to the veteran? It means that if you're static, there's no future exam. What does it mean if you don't have a future exam? Well, that means that the VA is not going to reduce you based on their own information of future exams, because there is none. So that's important. On your journey to 100%, absolutely, it's needed. You must have your conditions to be static. So, Clay, now, unless you want anything to add on to that piece, cool, do that. But also, I want to hear from you. What can you do if you have 2, 3, 5 conditions that aren't static?
Yeah, this is the most important topic, in my opinion, of this video.